Hi YouTube friends, this is Josie G, and I'm with, it's Clara. I was going to name her Harper, but I didn't really care for that. I wanted to name her something old-fashioned, and I think it was Clara that I settled on. Anyway, she looks like a Clara, like Clara Bow, you know? Anyway, I think that's what I settled on. I'll have to check it out, what I wrote down. Anyway, this is my background. She's my modern Alice. She's dressed in Kit's chicken overalls and the shoes, I believe, and she's got a Cracker Barrel baby bow on, and then she's got Lainey's bodysuit, and then she's just got one of my old Alice's, her little rag rabbit. So anyway, I'm just going to kind of put her aside here for a second while I show you this backdrop that I made, because Medef had this little Wonderland wonderful thing on her blog, and I wanted to make a backdrop. She encouraged us all to join in on her. This past week. So I kind of got a late start on mine because of work, and I had a family or a friend, old friend, pastor, a friend of ours that passed away this past week. So anyway, kind of had a lot going on there, and then another friend had surgery. So between all that and my back, I know I keep bringing up my back, but it's a major part of my life now. Anyway, so I went ahead and made this. I went to a store, one of our antique malls, and found these papers, and there's a lady there that I absolutely love her stuff, and she had a lot of these papers, and then another place in the antique store had some of the other papers. So this is my the Queen's Roses, my version of the Queen's Roses, and I thought I made more of them. I think some of them fell under the chair, and without being able to bend a lot, well, they're probably still there. And then this is actually a Kleenex box that I cut up, and this was one piece of paper that I had to cut and then just put into place, and I layered, of course, because I like layering. And then these are some of my scrapbook papers that I had, but they're so light that you couldn't really see that these were, except in the sun and the daytime, that these were actually tea cups. And then, of course, you know, yay, this is totally Alice. The peacock feathers. And then these were some of my origami papers that I had, and this was some of my origami papers that I had, and the rest of it was just, you know, the paper that I bought at the store, the antique mall. And then I had to use a hot glue gun because I don't know where any of my glue is at right now. So this was interesting, putting this all together with a hot glue gun. But this was a board that I had come across at the campus, and I had just stuffed it away for later use, because you can tell it's a recycled board. That's okay. I don't mind using recycling it totally at all. And it came in handy because it's a really heavy-duty one. One of the nurses had used it. Nursing students had used it. So it came in, it was perfect. Perfect! I love it. So it wants to come in forward, actually. There's some wind going on here. I'm outside on the side patio. And how I did these real quick was I took 4 papers, I hole punched the top of them, I folded paper, you know, accordion folded them, hole punched the tops in exactly the same spots, and then I took a pipe cleaner, pulled it through, and then just bent the edges, and then I put just jammed a hole where I wanted it, where it fit here and here, and then hot glued it in place. And then on the back, if it poked out through the back, I just pressed it toward the so it wouldn't you know, jam anybody. Now it doesn't close properly because first of all, I overlapped my papers on my seam, so that wasn't a good thing, but that's the way it goes. It's okay. And secondly, because I don't want these crushed, because they'll get crushed, and I noticed it started to get crushed on this side. It's okay, I folded it, that's all I did. But I don't want them to get crushed, so I'm not going to totally fold it flat. because I can't take those out, and I could probably put them to the side. Not really. Okay, so, and then these are really popped out, as you can see. See that from the side view? So it's not going to fold flat, but that's okay. I have a couple things that don't fold 100% flat. So keep that in mind if you're making something like this. If you want to use maybe cloth instead of paper for some of these things, and even then, if you make them too fluffy, they're not gonna close 100%. So if you have a small, limited amount of space, you know. The only good thing is I could take this all apart and start over again, but, you know, I paid 35 cents a piece.